Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'll be showing 5 quick fights from Live Arena. First one has quite a bit more points than me, looking ready to get into Gold 2. Might be a tough fight. Going that mix of Speed and Duchess. It's always a weird combo to me. Doesn't seem that hard to counter until it is hard to counter. Definitely tanky here with Nekret and Harima. I'm going to throw in my Urost, which no one ever seems to know what he does. And also I've got my amazing Errol complementing Wukong. See who their 5th choice is, which damager. Georgia, that's a tough one. They start off quick with Georgia and I could be done. So I ban Georgia. They ban my Warlord as expected, and here we go. If they don't give me any other reason to ban someone else, Georgia's almost always going to get banned when he's speed boosted by Arbiter. So we get started. See if Harima has the power. She doesn't even knock off the shield off of Urost with her triple hit. Starting off pretty well, steal some buff. Part of what makes Urost so good is having Wukong in the team, because Wukong will strip off that block debuffs, and then when they hit Urost, he'll provoke him. So working him down a little bit. There's a provoke. He got provoked too, so it's going to be provoke on provoke. Go with the big hit. Can't kill the Duchess with that while she's under ally protect. Had she not been ally protected, she would have gone down. Trying to take some damage off my, or some HP off my Sifi. Didn't go too well for him. Yeah, my team composition seems to work against this team composition pretty well. An Arbiter Duchess is a lot easier to kill than a Pythion Duchess, but an Arbiter Duchess can speed boost, say, a Georgid and destroy me before I have a chance to do anything. Got that provoke on Arbiter. Try to go for the big hit. They're all pretty low HP. Another protection on Duchess. Kill the Harima. Opens us up to do a little bit more damage. Put that ally protect back up. Harima's back. A little bit of healing. Harima's down. At this point, I had it in the bag, so they went ahead and took off. Got the 4 Kaimars. 4 Kaimars in their defense, trying to show off there. Wish I had 4 Kaimars. So we got the next one here. This one's a little bit lower than me, but should be about a pretty even fight. Going with the Kaimar and the Arbiter speed, so I'm immediately thinking bombs. That Kaimar will want to strip off block debuffs if I have any. So I'm not going to go Warlord here, go with some protection. And look, they went Warlord. Warlord and Georgia, that means I'm putting in Goffred. Right now it's looking a little iffy because I got to ban the Warlord. That means I got to face the Kaimar. Goffred counters Georgia really well. Hopefully Kaimar doesn't strip off the stone skin off my Errol. And hopefully he doesn't have, well, he can't do Yumiko. Rhodos, that makes it a little tough too. Bans my Wukong, ban his Warlord. See how this one goes. Fortunately, Errol is a pretty decent counter to Rhodos. And so is Goffred. But Goffred's only going to counter one of them. Especially if Georgia goes first, which it's Rhodos going first. Rhodos didn't do anything against Nekret. If Georgia goes first, he can trigger the block damage, and then Rhodos going next can hit through block damage. So that would have been a problem. Get all the stuns with Goffred here. Goffred here is just such a beast against some of these speed teams. And we did get lucky on the Kaimar. This fight's looking really good. Tried for the provoke on Rhodos and got the kill on Rhodos. He'll probably be back, but we'll see. And I slept the Arbiter, and there he goes. So that was a couple of pretty good fights to start off. Go for the next one. This one's low points, so hopefully pretty decent match for me. Although I'm always at a disadvantage when they start off with Sifi, and then they go the Yumiko Kaimar. That's going to be a really tough one, because I have to ban the Yumiko. I mean, worst case scenario, he's got Harima and Taurus, and then he's got Kaimar to really disrupt me. So, go with a Necret protection, but still going to get stripped of the block debuffs. I probably should have gone with Goffred here, but I haven't seen their damagers yet. Urost, I mean, he'll do something. So we got a +4 Arrow. He stole my Arrow. I really wanted to use Arrow, especially against Kaimar, because I got that chance that Kaimar will weak hit. And he took my Arrow. You don't see a lot of Arrow usage in Live Arena. So I stick in my Ragash, who, I don't know, he might be ineffective. Not a good matchup for me here. We'll get started. Of course, their Sifi goes first. Sleep a couple of my champs. Take out the Warlord. Yeah, this is done. There's not much I can do here. My hope is that Warlord can get a turn and put him on cooldown, but that didn't happen. Try to take somebody out, but he's provoked, so there's not much he can do. Maybe if I could have gotten the ally protection on Necret, but Necret's dead now. Provoke on Ragash. Yeah, this one's done. I could just leave this fight, but I'll let him finish me off. That team comp just kind of freezes me. When I see a Kaimar, a Yumiko, and a Sifi, first of all, I rely on Sifi, and there's no good replacement for her. So, lose that one. On to the next one. They had pretty good account power on that one, though. So, no shame in losing to the ones that have significantly higher account power than you. Alright, on to the fourth fight. I take Sifi. Duchess Marichka. I don't like Marichka. I can counter Marichka, but usually there's just something in there that makes it a hard fight. So they'll probably ban my Warlord here. See who their third support is. So they got a Kaimar again. Kandrafon. +2, so he should be pretty beasty. Too bad I don't have a Harima. If I had a Harima, he'd regret that. He'd probably ban the Harima. He'd have a hard time if I had Harima. I go with Errol and Wukong, which they're both really good. It's just, if I had Harima in this fight, that would be so much better. Because Harima counters both Rhodos and Kandrafon really well. He probably wouldn't have picked Rhodos, and I have a hard time with Rhodos. So getting started on this one. This Duchess faster than my Sifi. My Sifi's 318. Duchess is faster than 318. And his Duchess is faster than his Kaimar, which is pretty crazy. Rhodos almost one-shots my Necret. And this guy was smart enough to know that if he finishes off the protected champion, he can kill the Necret too at that low HP. A lot of people just go for the Necret. Wukong made a valiant effort, but this one's done. His Rhodos and Kandrafon just hit too hard. Try and bring back the Arrow. Maybe Wukong can come back. I don't know. Pray for a miracle. Wukong's back. We're done. Kandrafon finishes us off. That guy had a little bit more account power than me. So far, 2 Kaimar losses. It's hard when they put another disruptive champion and then a Kaimar, because Kaimar can be so disruptive. My Kaimar build isn't that well, that's why I don't really use him. So this one, a little bit fewer points than me. See how it goes. Go with the Duchess and the Python. I don't mind that lineup. If they add a Harima to it and I have to ban someone else, then it gets a bit tough. It's not undoable. I think I'm going to go Inithwe here. They've got a couple of squishy champions, and it almost doesn't matter. If they don't ban my Inithwe, then it doesn't matter who their 5th pick is, because I'll just ban the 5th pick if they're hard. If it's not a bad 5th pick, then I ban the Duchess probably. But they're in a tough place, because do you ban the Warlord? Do you ban the Inithwe? The Inithwe, if he gets a turn, his champions are gone, and my Sifi's faster. Do you ban my Sifi? Yeah, this one's already over. He banned my Wukong. So, Wukong was like the least relevant champion I had in that lineup. So getting started. I go first, put him on cooldown. Duchess did not take the cooldown. That's pretty typical, though. But both the Damagers and Pythion went on cooldown, so this one shouldn't be bad. The stone skin on both their Damagers means they're not going to hit super hard, although Turvold can hit hard almost no matter what, so take him out. Block his revive. His Duchess is tuned faster than his Pythion, so if I sleep his Duchess, he's never going to get a turn with her, and Pythion will never get to cleanse her. And block revive ally attack on the Elhain, and that one's done. Yeah, I'll take 3 out of 5 fights every time. That's a 60% win percentage. I'm at a 59%. Pretty good for me. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the fights. Take care and see you next time.